R.I.P. Matthew Perry, our beloved Chandler Bing, has passed away. And it's been reported that he drowned in his hot tub. Drowned in his hot tub? On October 17th, he began posting a very strange series of posts on Instagram all about Batman. And he captioned the first one, "No need to worry, everybody. I've got the streets tonight." Okay, a little bit random, but sure. 2 days later, on the 19th, he then posted, "Sleep well, everybody. I've got the city tonight." Matman instead of Batman, with the Batman symbol. Very strange yet again. Pretty much no one knows what's going on at this point. 3 days later, on the 22nd, Batman plays pickleball, WTF. Okay, now it's just getting super random, but why the Batman stuff? And of course, Batman is a vigilante who protects the good and gets rid of the bad, right? And fights evil. Here's where it gets really weird. The next day, on the 23rd, he posts a post saying, "This is what I've had to eat today. I'm Matman." And you can tell it's a woman's hand because of the nails, letting go of what seems to be beans or pomegranate seeds. I'm not sure. Of course, they're red though. Then that same day, he posts a picture of a pumpkin with a Batman symbol. Do you know what I mean? No, we don't know what you mean, Matt. In fact, we're all very curious what you're talking about at this point. Then the same day, he posts a video of the moon. That is it. And says, "Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I'm Matman." Basically, at this point, he's trying to tell us something. Because what is going on, right? What is he talking about? Batman and protecting the streets. I'm trying to tell you something. And then once again, that same day, in his last ever Instagram post, he posts a picture of himself in the hot tub that he drowned in, saying, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good? I'm Matman." And 5 days later, he was found in that hot tub. As soon as I heard this news, I immediately questioned it. Number one, because it's so sudden. Number two, because he's only in his 50s. And regardless of his past, abuse towards substances, we all know he's been on the recovery and he's doing great and he's helping people and writing books and he seems to be okay. But drowning in a hot tub? Are you kidding me? With all this Batman stuff and I'm trying to tell you something? And then boom, 5 days later, he's gone? Get out of here, man. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. I'm not fucking buying it. I'm not fucking buying it. I'm questioning everything like I always tell you guys to do. This is bullshit. There's more to this. There's more to the story.
He knew it all along, that they were coming to get him.
Everything that they ever tell us is bullshit. And one of them is that food pyramid, that dairy is good for the bones and calcium. Literally, milk actually strips the bone of calcium. Look at the sun because it will make us go blind. Sun gazing actually stimulates your pineal gland and open up your third eye so you can move on different dimensions of densities. Everything they ever have told us is a lie. They tell us that our heart is a pump. Your heart is not a pump. Your heart is a valve. Your lungs is a pump that pumps the blood to the heart. The heart is a valve mechanism that controls the cardio output of blood. Everything they tell us about everything is a lie. They tell you your hair is just hair. No, our hair is non-ether hair. It is actually an extension of your nervous system. It is used to scan the environment and it brings all of these different melanin neurotransmitters back to your skin to tell you whether to actually engage in the environment or take fight or flight and run away. That's why you get gut feelings. That's why when you see paranormal activities, the hair on your skin stand up. So everything that they ever told us about ourselves is a lie. But it's cool because they don't know who we are.
Completely shatter your reality.
Okay, go for it.
Check this out. We got the planet.
Yeah.
Starting at the pyramids in Giza, going across the Sahara, through the Atlantic Ocean, across South America, through the Pacific Ocean to Easter Island on the most remote opposite side of the planet. All the way back around, back to the pyramids, are 21 ancient, mysterious sites, all on the same line, with remarkable precision to one another, circling around the planet. And whoever was building the massive megalithic stonework, like what we find here in Egypt, South America, even on Easter Island, had the capability to quarry, move, and lift unbelievable large masses of rock above your head, and cut and shape the stone with such a level of precision that you can't fit a razor blade and in some places a human hair in between the blocks as they butt up to each other. Many, if not all of these sites, have remarkable connections and astronomical alignments with the stars in the sky, along with the sun and moon, along with sharing identical architecture, stone cutting and locking techniques, making many of the walls earthquake-proof, which is why they have lasted as long as they have. And according to our current models of history that we're taught in school, not only were these people and civilizations separated by vast distances and oceans, but also time. So they supposedly had absolutely zero contact with one another.
About that guy, John Marco Allegro. He's the guy who deciphered the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Oh, okay.
He was an ordained minister. He worked on the panel for 14 years, but he was the only one on the Dead Sea Scroll translation that was agnostic, and he wrote a seriously controversial book. It was his conclusion after 14 years that the entire Christian religion was a gigantic misunderstanding, and what it really was about was psychedelic mushroom experiences and fertility rituals. The book got bought out by the Catholic Church and then recently reinstated. He was trying to say that what was really going on was these people were trying to hide what the psychedelic rituals are from the Romans and from the people that captured them. So they hid them in stories and parables, and then there was all sorts of problems in the translations. And the idea was that God would make everything grow. When the rain would come, mushrooms would appear almost instantaneously. They would eat those, they would trip their fucking balls off. So they had decided that this was Jesus.
As God's son.
Yes.
Right? God created this from his own seed.
Well, this is what Marco Allegro's his research was pointing to.
She's in bed with Satan. She's in bed with the serpent. Look, she's telling us right there. That's a bed.
Red satin sheets too.
What pisses me off is that there are going to be people in the comments and people who watch this video who are going to say like, no, this is women empowerment. This is Megan Thee Stallion, Dua Lipa. Like they're against patriarchy and they're trying to normalize women sexualizing themselves. I already see what people are going to say about this, but you don't need to resort to biblical references, the idea of hell and heaven, in order for you to propagate a message that involves empowerment of people. It's like, why do these artists always have to resort to devil worshipping symbolism?
Things I can't prove are true, but like deep down, I know they are. Most flat earthers don't actually think the earth is flat. They're just doing it for attention. The line on detergent caps is actually way higher than how much you should use to wash your laundry because they want you to use more detergent. It's so easy for them to get away with. The Hawaii nuke false alarm thing that happened a few years ago that they said was an accident was actually the United States government testing to see how the general population would react in a nuclear war. Surprise, we panicked.
It is impossible to build the pyramids. Even with the technology we have now, we would struggle to build them. So how did they do it thousands of years ago? Well, it's very likely that the entire world experienced a cataclysmic disaster that knocked us back into the Stone Age. And those people who were around before us were more advanced than we are today. Think about it. The materials they used for these pyramids come from the mountains, hundreds of miles away. The Great Pyramid is almost aligned perfectly to true north, south, east, and west. The coordinates for the Pyramid of Giza matches exactly to the speed of light. But that's just a coincidence, right?
If they were so advanced, then why don't we see other buildings like the pyramids? And it's just the pyramids that were standing at that time?
There's a viral video of Drew Barrymore basically frolicking and dancing in the rain.
If you know anything about Drew Barrymore's childhood and upbringing, she was smoking cigarettes and doing pot and drinking alcohol all under the age of 12.
The conspiracy theory is that Drew Barrymore's mother used her as a child as a form of guarantee, basically giving her to the Hollywood elites. Her first audition was when she was 1 year old. She would go clubbing with her mother. The 7-year-old kid is when she began drinking. She would pour alcohol in her ice cream.
Wow.
And that was her gateway into becoming an alcoholic. And then later she would be introduced to drugs by probably strangers in the club or her mom's friends. You see her as a child just wearing heavy makeup and just being propped up and just being basically portrayed as like a mature woman. And she was treated as a mature woman by her own mother, who I think was courting her and teaching her the ways of Hollywood, which is to satisfy the elites, not ask questions, and to just accept everything that's done with you and find coping mechanisms, drinking and using drugs and basically disassociating from what happened to her.
She seems so in tune with her inner child. Like she just has this aura about her that's like very light and playful, and you know, just like you said, she's absorbing all of these like little moments, the psychology of it. She obviously had such a traumatic childhood that she's making up for it and trying so hard to like heal it now in her adult years.
I'm not sure if it's true or not, but one thing I know for certain is what they're doing to kids in Hollywood It's pure evil and pure horrendous.
In Russia, in Siberia, there was this gravel mine, right? So these people were mining whatever, trying to get like coal and like I think stone for gravel. And what they found down there was this. Is that a fallen angel statue? And they're saying that's not a statue, bro. Like they're saying that that's an actual fallen angel that got trapped because of how much detail it has. Like sculptures were even saying that that's so hard to replicate all the details it has. Oh, the wings are huge, bro. Look, he's standing up and he's not even close to the top, and it's on its knees. The Simpsons predicted all this shit, bro.
That they were gonna find that?
Yeah. No way.
Look, there's more. What the heck is this thing? What is it, Lisa? It looks like a human skeleton, but these other bones look almost like wings.
You mean like an angel? What's going on, bro? I don't get how they predict all this stuff, or maybe it's just people playing tricks on the.
I went into Songdung, which is the world's largest cave. That was only discovered in 1995. It's this massive opening, 6 miles of underground cave. You know, you don't see daylight for 2 days.
6 miles.
You should look at the pictures of this place. You'll love it. I mean, it's just this. It looks like something out of Avatar. I mean, this cave. You can fit New York City skyscrapers inside of it. It's so big. It has its own weather system.
What?
Yeah, it's.
Where is this?
So it's in the Annamite mountain range between Vietnam and Laos. And
let's see this. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's Hang Song Doong. That's the entrance to it, and like look at the size of it. The scope of it is
so I need
massive.
Something to compare it to. What am I looking at? I'm seeing the.
Yeah, those are little tents. People.
Oh, those are tents.
There's full lake systems in there. And,
oh my God, that's inside the tent? I mean, that's inside the cave?
Yeah, look at the wedding cake, that one right there. That's called the wedding cake. That one. It's these pyres. I mean, it's the most fantastic looking thing for scale.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's insane. More people have summited Everest than have been through that cave.
I mean, I'd love to go there for my vacations.
There's a secret Kardashian that Kris Jenner is hiding. We need to talk about this. Okay, so meet Natalie Zettel, an aspiring model. Now, Natalie behind me has been trying to make it in the modeling industry for years now, but it's just never taken off. Now, what no one really knows is that she is the Kardashians' cousin, aka Kris Jenner's niece, like by blood. I'm not making this up. If you scroll down far enough on her Instagram, you can see pictures of her with her cousins, the Kardashians. Now, the weird thing about these photos is that after 2016, she never really posts anything with the Kardashians again. And coincidentally, around that time is when she started her modeling career. Now, also around that time in 2016 was when Kendall Jenner's modeling career began to take off. So the theory goes that Kris Jenner, aka the Kardashians' momager, saw that Natalie was becoming a model at the same time that Kendall's career started to skyrocket, so she decided to cut ties from her. Now, the main reason for this is because Kris only wanted one Kardashian model so she could make the maximum amount of money. Some even say that Kris talks bad about Natalie so she gets no modeling gigs.
So check this out. P. Diddy on Biggie's car when the night Biggie got shot, they put a sticker on like the tires.
I seen that.
So it marked which one was Biggie's. And then that's when he got assassinated.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Watch this clip.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy. His catalog. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse.
Pretty much all of them died from either a heart attack, except for Kim.
So basically, Diddy was using Biggie. As simple as that.
There's an alive doll and it's on the loose. We need to talk about this. Okay, so behind me is Rosita and her face might seem creepy, but the creepier thing is that she can walk on her own. I know, I didn't believe it either until I saw this video. Now in this video, Rosita is walking on her own, holding her owner's hand, Rosabla. Now as we can see in this video, Rosita refuses to walk with anybody else. She needs to be holding the hand of her owner, Rosabla. Now these videos went viral 5 years ago, and since then many have tried to walk with Rosita, but she refuses to walk unless she's holding her owner's hand. Also, many have checked and there's no hidden buttons on Rosita and nothing that the owner could have done. She walked on her own. Now, what's creepy is that several of Rosalba's neighbors have reported that they've seen Rosita walk on her own at night, meaning she can literally walk on her own. She does not need to be holding the hands of her owner. And allegedly, Rosita has gone missing. Apparently, Rosalba woke up one morning and she wasn't there, which means that she could literally be anywhere.
So that's basically Annabelle 2.0.
People literally come up to me every single day and they say, but how do you know we're in a simulation? I'll tell you. Cars and buses. You're telling me that a bus that can seat 2 people and 2 people, have an aisle running down the middle and a stairwell going up the top, fits in the same lane as my tiny car that I can touch the other side of the door if I wanted to? That's just good coding by the simulation. That's how I know. That's all the proof that you need. Cars and buses.
Wait. How does buses and cars correlate that we live in a simulation?
So there's a theory that Tupac was reincarnated as Playboy Cardi, bro. Alright, listen, bro. Listen, fam. So we know Tupac died September 13, right, in 1993. So Tupac was shot, right? Yeah. And supposedly he got shot in his cheek. In his face, yeah. In his cheek. Playboy Cardi, born September 13, 1993. No. And he has the birthmark on his cheek, bro.
No more Playboy Cardi slander. That's Tupac, bro.
Bro, this is like a theory, but like still, that'd be sick.
That's a crazy coincidence,
right?
How they died and like reborn on the same day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys, my roommates are trying to use the microwave again.
Oh, thank God.
So worth it.
So worth it.
So worth it.
I saw these when I was driving, and when I tell you the sound my car made because I hit the brake so fast, it felt like I was in a fucking fever dream. Then 5 minutes later, not even, I find this house. And I'm like, what the fuck time vortex or alternate dimension did I go into? Because A, none of this was on my way to my destination. B, I've lived in this area my whole life, and I've never seen this. And this house was in the middle of nowhere. Then this weird-ass bird showed up, and I was like, oh, that's weird, but we'll get to that later, because that'll come back. And here's more of the house, and there's nothing around it. And then there's the mailbox. Okay, that's cool. 85, I don't know if that'll mean anything. Then there was a little shed. Okay, now look. Are those birds? Not like real birds, but are those like fake birds?
There's a theory that if you have a kid with a rat's tail, the next kid will be a boy.
Word?
Yeah, I see it myself too. I have cousins, right? The firstborn is a boy with a rat's tail.
Okay.
Right? The secondborn is a boy without the rat's tail, which became a girl.
Whoa,
Yeah.
no.
It's real. It's real.
Real?
It's real. Do you have a rat's tail? No.
No, I don't have a rat's
And you have a sister. Do I have a rat's tail? No.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. My cousin has a rat tail. And what do you say after the rat tail comes
A boy. It's not necessarily a rat's tail.
Yeah.
It ends on a spike. The hair ends on a spike.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I don't have that.
You don't have that. That's why you have a sister.
Oh.
Apparently, this is like a Spanish superstition, something like
Really?
that. Yeah.